health quality of the community, providing health services during COVID-19 pandemic. And then,
let me continue there. So the services that is provided is, he was mentioning about health checkup for pregnant women, all the way to preventing and detecting mosquitoes that transmit dengue virus. And that is community health activity and surveillance operation that is done across the city. And it's all coordinated through this office. So there is a medical clinics component, and then there is a public health component within one unit. And by the way, in Jakarta right now, 98% of our residents were covered by health insurance, and the free health insurance is paid by government. It was a jump. 4 years ago, it was only 73%. So a large portion, especially the lowest socioeconomic class of our society, didn't have health insurance. So we covered that and it made us into that we can claim a universal health coverage for everyone. And this is the place in which maintenance of that health quality is given. Okay, let's go to the housing now. Let me explain a little bit about this. We are doing urban regenerations. Many of the what we call kampung, traditional neighborhood, they are often what we call slum area, congested, crowded, and not hygiene. So we are doing a reform of that. And this is one example that in one area, the government was doing a land clearing at that time, and the population had to be relocated. It was very controversial policy. This is in the very northern part of Jakarta, one of the oldest part of Jakarta. The first part of Jakarta was actually here. And then we're coming into the office, and we said we're going to do reconstruction, rebuilding of the community. And the process is a very consultative process. Mr. Sanjoko, who is here, is the head of the housing department in our city government. And along the way, we're doing participatory planning process. To be honest, it takes a long time. It truly testing your patience, because you have to involve the residents, and then social activists, experts, government officials, and mediators. And going through a planning with 5 different stakeholders, it is quite time consuming. But when we come to agreement, everybody is happy. So instead of us making decision, the process itself is participatory. So this is a pictures of that process of participation, of consultation. And the process is 2 years, 2019 and 2018 and 2019. And then construction started in 2020, and by now all the buildings are ready. So this has become a model in which when we are rebuilding kampung, the consultative process is there and people are happy. One thing that we would like to give from the public, especially the poor, trust. They don't trust government. When we enter a place and we said, we're going to rebuild, they said, I'm not sure you're going to complete this. They don't trust you. So the biggest issue that we faced was trust. They did not trust government. We built this in many places now. Now we are gaining trust. So when we said we're going to do it, we actually were doing it and completing. And I think we're gaining trust nowadays. This is another example. This is the aquarium kampung. This is the one in East Jakarta. This is in West Jakarta. This, yeah, well, this is also interesting. This was built after the pandemic, and they are designed to have mezzanine that I mentioned earlier. In the past, the ceiling is rather low. After the pandemic, we created this into a higher ceiling. This is another example of neighborhood that used to be. This used to be like this, not clean. After the reform, this is how it goes. But the process is involving all community leaders there. Ada yang mau tambah lagi? So Pak Sarjoko is extremely patient, and when it comes to public housing, you're dealing with residents who some have no education at all, some are highly educated, and the demand is very high, very articulated. So we're lucky to have someone like Pak Sarjoko that is able. Oh yes, they deserve a compliment, definitely. And then whenever you have inter-residence conflicts, you know, to mitigate those conflicts, it's not easy at all. It's very complex. So he's extremely patient. God bless him. Terima kasih, Pak. Apalagi sekarang? Langsung. Yo, I think we got it up. We're now going up to the MRT line.
Bang, dikit bang.
Welcome to MRT Jakarta. I'm here with me as President Director, Pak Brady, and myself, Sylvia Halim, Director for Constructions of MRT Jakarta. We are so glad and very honored to have you with us today. So today we are here with, in our ASEAN stations, and if you will follow me along, move on to the station. So MRT Jakarta is a government is to construct the entire railway infrastructure, and then upon completion we are tasked as well to operate and maintain it. And then thirdly is to commercialize as well as implementing the transport developments along the corridors and around stations. So here we have some photos of the area Jakarta.
It shows Jakarta is the coastal area, and here are the coastal area. And then there's a highland.
Mundur dong.
We are like a ball actually, because exactly. And on the north side we have the Sea of Java, and then the south side we have the islands. So when heavy rains are coming, it is a real challenge in this area. Yes, 13 natural rivers coming in from the highlands all the way here. These pictures were taken when the sky is blue. It doesn't happen very often.
So this is the first MRT line in Indonesia, and this first line is spanning about 16 kilometers, connecting the southern part of Jakarta, namely Lebak Bulus, to the city center of Jakarta, namely Bundaran Hi. So it consists of 13 stations. 7 stations are elevated, such as 16 kilometers. Yeah. So these 16 kilometers consists of 13 stations. 7 are elevated, like this one, and then 6 are underground stations. We started the constructions back in October 2013, and we completed and we started our operations in March 2019. Now, since we started operations, the commuters in Jakarta, they can travel from the southern part of Jakarta to the center within 30 minutes, as compared to previously, say they are just using cars, right? Probably going to take an average like 60 minutes, or on a good day, or maybe more. And then we have served about 50.8 million ridership since March 2019 to date. The pricing of the ticket is a distance based currently, and then the furthest distance, so for the furthest distance, 60 kilometer cost of 14,000 rupiah. 14,000 rupiah. And so, as I mentioned, we have served about 50.8 million